Hey everybody, Mike Bonwell with Advantage Marketing, Indianapolis, Indiana. Very excited to do this Facebook Live. We're going to talk about a topic that I'm very passionate about. So we're getting obviously close to fire season. I have no idea where September went. It totally flew by, but obviously we're going to be rolling into the fall, and fire season obviously is going to be coming up soon. So we're going to talk about wall cleaning. So first off, we're going to go follow me, Rob. So any kind of cleaning, first step it obviously is to remove as much dry soil as possible. If we don't remove the dry soil, what can happen is, well, I'll just show you what can happen. Obviously through capillary action, right? What goes to dry? So we're going to stick, obviously, right? Water wicks up. What goes to dry? So if we don't remove as much of the dry soil as possible, it's just going to soak right into the wall, just like this red Kool-Aid is, right? So first step is, just like carpet cleaning, we pre-vacuum. We got to obviously remove the dry soil. So follow me over here.
Okay.
The preferred method that seems like everybody wants to use are dry sponges. I'm not a big fan of these. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Actually, as a distributor, I am a fan because we sell a ton of these and we make a lot of money. But for you owners out there, I don't understand why this is like the go-to. I don't know if it's just comfortable, but I'm going to show you a couple other methods to try first that is definitely more economical, definitely saves on labor costs. So the first thing we're going to try is the lamb's wool duster. Now, these have to be 100% wool. They can't be made out of any kind of synthetic material. And to get these to work correctly, what you have to do is activate them or charge them. So you spin them like this to create a static charge. Now, what you don't want to do is slam it to the wall like that, okay? So you just want to just lightly touch the wall, and we'll see how much of this we get off. So in this scenario, not a whole lot. Okay. We're getting a little. Let's try over here. Okay. So if this obviously would have worked, you can see, obviously how quick we can go over this wall much faster than obviously the dry chemical sponge, even though there's no chemical in chemical sponges. It's just been a term that everyone's called them for many years. Okay, the second method that I really like are these flat mops. They're made out of polyester and they're microfiber. And the nice thing about these microfiber mops, and I think for dry cleaning and wet cleaning. So let's give these a try. And actually, I have one already. Well, we're gonna save that because I've got that already set up for the wet cleaning. But we can just test this by hand and see how well. And it's starting to get a little dark. So obviously the key is to get the settled soot off. Now you're not going to, obviously the soot that was driven in through heat, you're not going to remove dry. We know that. But let's get the settled soot off as much as possible. So that's the key and the reason for dry cleaning. And that's working pretty well. That worked pretty well. Okay, now let's go to the Kin sponge. Let's give it a try over here.
And this is the chem sponge we saw before.
Yes. So after going over this with the Lambswool duster and then again with the microfiber, we're still pulling obviously more soot off with the dry sponge. So in this particular instance, the dry sponge is obviously the best method. Now, again, saving cost-wise, you'd have to look at labor. Could you go over everything first with the microfiber and then to save on cost on these, then use these? You could. And let's give this a try over here. Like I said, we did this last night. I did not at all. This is as real world as it gets, folks, because we did not test this at all. Okay. So obviously I was doing that by hand in a bigger situation. I don't know if any of you guys know, but Unger makes a very nice telescopic pole with these fixie clamps. Now the one thing is, if you buy these, this is what I highly recommend. So obviously you're gonna put these in here, right, and clamp them down. The sponge, these 6-inch sponges, now they have some 9-inch sponges that are available, but these are the more common one, the 6-inch length sponge. Obviously you've got plastic on both sides. So on these, what I always like to do is cut these here and here, and then that way you don't accidentally gouge the drywall, you know, with these corners. So, but obviously in a bigger situation, so you don't have to climb up on a ladder, you have these poles, and you'd be able to obviously start up here, applying nice even pressure all the way down. But again, cleaning is cleaning, and just like if you're cleaning carpet, you obviously want to run a vacuum cleaner or a CRB or something like that. Get as much of the dry soil, the insoluble soil out. Wall cleaning is the same way. Let's get as much of the soot off as possible dry. It'd be the same thing as if I had a pile of soil. It'd be much easier to vacuum that up than to wet that down, make that mud, and trying to clean that up. So that's what we're trying to do here. So we've gone over the wall. As best as possible, okay? And you're not gonna, you know, like I said, the embedded soil or soot from the heat, you're not gonna get that off. So this is what you should expect, okay? So this is what I really want to talk about. A lot of people don't know about the Lambswool or the flat mops, but as you can see, they do work, and if they work, it's obviously more economical and faster than the chemical sponge. So we've dry cleaned, now it's time to wet clean. Well, most people still do the old, towel and bucket method. The problem with this is it's very, very labor intensive. I mean, if you're gonna clean the walls for 6-8 hours a day, climbing up and down ladders, no one just wants to do that. So again, you would be doing something like this, again, wringing this out, Karate Kid, wax on, wax off. It just doesn't make any sense. So I came up with this flat mop system, which has this really cool roll around bucket. If anyone does any VCT, it's basically a VCT finish mop, but we just adapted it to doing wall cleaning. So, real quick, Rob, if you could back up. Mm-hmm. Going back to the wall. So, just like carpet cleaning, if the soil's real dirty, most of us do prefer pre-spraying versus running a cleaner through the water. Why? Because we need more contact time. I want to show you something that a lot of you guys may not know about. Foamit makes these fantastic sprayers They have different models. This is obviously a pump-up version. The cool thing about this particular model, you can actually hook it up to an air compressor, so you can just keep going. They have a little handheld version. Rob, I'm making you walk around all over the place, and I'm sorry for that. They have these little handheld versions. These are great for doing like upholstery cleaning, obviously for small jobs like this. This handheld version would be perfect. And so, or obviously on big jobs, you have something like this. Now, what's nice about this is contact time. If I would have just used a pump-up sprayer and sprayed it with liquid, it's going to run down much faster than obviously using foam. And another nice thing about foam is obviously it foams, it becomes somewhat white. And so if you have a low light situation, you can easily see where you sprayed. So love these. Again, foam it. Give us a call. We have these things in stock. All three of our locations. I'll put a plug into our Cincy store and our Novi store. Give John, give Pete a call. They'd love to hear from you. If you're calling the Indy store, talk to Brian, talk to me, talk to Kristen. Okay, so getting back to these. So I love the flat mop system. Again, it goes back to, if I were to do this by hand, going up and down ladders, I mean, how much longer is it going to take? It's going to take a lot longer time. So I developed, or kind of came up with this system. And then you can just obviously
Is that just water?
get, and I can obviously go over this wall at a much quicker rate.
Mike, what'd you spray on the wall?
I'm glad you asked that, Brian. So, and what you don't want to do real quick, don't take a dirty mop and contaminate your solution. Once this is dirty or full, just peel it off, put it somewhere else, and reach down. And for general purpose, I just had the one, but you can load this bucket up with 6 or 8 mops, so that then you just reach in. It's Velcro. Reach in, grab another clean one, and then keep going. So obviously, Brian, great question. With the foam sprayer, what we had in it actually was Benefect Atomic, but we sell a lot of these great degreasers. All these will foam. The Sentinel 343, the Serum SR, our Advantage Degreasinator, Atomic, Unsmoked Wall Wash, Unsmoked Degreasol. All these are phenomenal products that we sell, and our customers have huge success with. And then obviously you can apply or complement that with a odor counteractant as well. So again, this is what I wanted to show. Now obviously you're not going to remove all of the soot. That's normal because the soot got driven in through the heat. Now this is the time to apply your proper odor encapsulant sealer. We personally like the 538 product that Sentinel makes. Please don't use Kills. Kills does not block odor. It's a great stain blocker, fantastic stain blocker, but it doesn't do that great for blocking an odor. So put a nice thick coat, 1 coat's all you need from Sentinel, the 538, and then finish it off with whatever top coat product you like. If you have any questions on the bucket system, We have a starter package. It's right at $350, which includes 30 of the microfiber poles, the yellow bucket, and 2 of the mops. Or I'm sorry, 2 of the poles. And with customer feedback, we hear that 2 people can easily work out of 1 bucket. So again, minimal investment, $350. We have the foaming sprayers. They make them from everything to an electric version. So if you have like a huge fire job or mold job, if you're doing vertical or overhead cleaning, putting the product on with a foaming system is the way to go. In my opinion, you're just missing the boat if you're not doing it. So again, the little handheld versions, these are around $50. That particular sprayer that I was demoing there is right around $300. So just give us a call. We have them in stock. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to turn it over to Brian and Kristen. Thank you.
Hey guys, I just want to take a minute to thank all of you that came out for Legend Brand Day last week. That made it such a success. I want to thank Rick, BJ, and David for taking their time to come out. We hope to have more days like this. I also wanted to thank John Otero and those of you who were in the odor class yesterday. I sat in it, learned a lot about this type of stuff, as well as pet odors. It was a great class. Hot fogging cars, it was great. So look forward to more classes from us. On that note, I will also mention we have upholstery class and carpet cleaning class next week. And there are still a few slots open, so if there's any of you that would like to join here at the last minute, please give myself or Veronica a call. Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, it's Kristen from Advantage Experts in Clean. Getting closer to the drawing time, which I know y'all like, but do have a few announcements. Want to send a shout out to all of the restorers, really just getting their jobs started out in North Carolina, South Carolina. Big time for our industry. So want to send a shout out for everybody helping with the dry out and recovery effort. It's when disasters happen, it's our industry that puts things back together. So it's a time to give a real shout out to all of you out there kind of in the trenches, literally doing the recovery work. So shout out to all of you guys, and want to give there are a couple more shout outs I want to give to Brian mentioned BJ, Rick, and David, and John, all from Legend Brands that have been here in the last week and a half with some big events that we've had. Be on the lookout for some new Dirty Talk videos with all of those guys and Mike. We got some really good stuff coming, guys. I'm super excited. The Dirty Talk videos are picking up, and you guys are watching and giving us feedback on things you'd like to see. So please keep it up. Please share. We're getting closer and closer to our 500 likes. I think we're like 12 away now. So please keep sharing, and we'll keep giving you information that you ask for. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Another shout out to David Thomas, our senior technician in Michigan, just got married a couple weeks ago. So we want to give a shout out to him. And those of you who know Douglas, our service manager, just had a big birthday last week. And if you were in here, we nearly set the building on fire with all the candles we put on, 60 candles on his cake. So shout out, belated birthday, happy birthday to Douglas. Also, many of you have been asking about when the next mailer is coming out. You're like, where are my coupons? What are the specials? Give us about 2 or 3 weeks. Our mail target date is October 15th. So 2 weeks away. By 3 weeks, everybody should start to see things in your mailbox. We got some new. This is the old one, but I don't even have the new cover yet, but we'll have a 4th quarter mailer coming out here real soon, okay? So keep a lookout. Brian mentioned our carpet and upholstery classes next week, upholstery Tuesday and Wednesday, carpet Thursday and Friday. And then October 30th, we're excited to have Ben, our rep from Basic Coatings. This is a new class we're just adding. It's going to be $75. It's 9 to 4, and it'll be the basic coating system of cleaning hardwood floors. Any of you guys doing residential cleaning know that carpet isn't the only surface in homes these days. You know, you got tile and hardwoods, and you don't want to lose your customer to somebody else. So Hardwood is increasingly popular in the residential market. Come in, we got a hardwood floor here in the classroom that we're going to be cleaning and learning the cleaning system, learning the proper products and procedure to use, and that's all through basic coatings. So that'll be, I think it's a Tuesday, maybe a Wednesday, I can't remember now, October 30th, but 9 to 4 on October 30th. And then we're going to wrap up our school season the last week of November, the 27th, 28th, and 29th of November. Rick Roosh will be back for WRT water class just in time for the freezing pipe season, guys. So if you have anybody that needs to be trained in water restoration, we'll have Rick here right before the busy freezing season. And Farmer's Almanac says it's going to be a cold winter. So let's be prepared with being educated, okay? All right, guys, finally time for the drawing. We have 3 drawings this month. We've got although the product didn't get here, we've got an upholstery tool to give away, and we've got, so we'll do that first. I'll have Brian. Upholstery tool.
A affordable carpet and upholstery cleaning.
Looks like Elizabeth. All right, congratulations. Way to go. Brian, I'm going to have you do the other one too. We've got a ChemSpec spotting kit donated from Legend Brands. Thank you.
And this is John Buxton from 89 Clean.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Way to go, John.
All right.
All right, last drawing. Hey, it's fall
There's
weather.
one more.
The last one.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's two more.
What am
No.
I missing?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the third one.
Gotcha.
This is for football tickets. Football season, fall weather, cool weather, getting excited. We're Colts fans. I got my Colts stuff on today. Brian does. Rob, our camera guy, does. It's Blue Friday here in Indy. So we're going to do, all of you who like us on Facebook, we're going to draw for the Colts tickets for Sunday, October 21st against the Buffalo Bills. So, Michael,
All right.
let me do this one.
I hope I don't find a local guy, hopefully.
I don't know what it was.
Chuck Gray.
Oh, Charles.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, right here in Mooresville.
Yeah.
No, is it Mooresville?
I forget. I was
Grace Carpet Cleaning. So, all right, he's local. We're great. Getting to go join us for the football game on October 21st. We play at home this Sunday,
That's
so
right.
go Colts.
Go Colts.
Against the Texans, I think.
Yep.
So a conference game. We're big Colts fans around here. So sorry, those of you watching from Detroit and Cincinnati. We're locally here, we're big Colts fans. So want to say thank you again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you at the next Facebook Live, October 31st, Halloween. We may have a couple surprises, so you'll definitely want to stay tuned. Thanks, guys, for
Thanks,
joining
guys.
us.
Thanks, guys.